Welcome back. Let's jump into the MCQs straight away. Question number 1. Monthly sales of product R follow a linear trend of y equal to 9.72 plus 5.816x. So they've already given us the trend equation, where y is the number of units sold and x is the number of the month. Monthly deviations from the trend follow an additive model, which means that for seasonal fluctuations, we have to add or less. Moving forward, the forecast number of units of product are to be sold in month 23, which means that they have given the X value, which has a seasonal factor of plus 6.5. So we have to add it to the trend. So all that we have to do is we have to substitute the value of 23 in place of X and find the trend. That is the average sales. So trend is equal to y is equal to 9.72 plus 5.816 into 23. All that I have done is in place of X, I have substituted the value of 23. So this amounts to 143.488. This is the average sales. Now we have to adjust for the seasonal fluctuation. What have they said? It is the additive model and you have to add 6.5. So the forecast is T plus S, that is trend plus seasonal fluctuations, that is 143.488. This is nothing but the trend, and 6.5 is plus 6.5 that they have given in the question. So the forecasted sales for month 23 is 150 units. So the right answer is option D. Moving on to question number 2. The overhead costs of RP have been found to be accurately represented by the formula y is equal to $10,000 plus $0.25 x. So they have given how to calculate the overhead. This is the equation of the overheads. Please note that $10,000 is the fixed cost portion and $0.25 is the variable cost per unit, where y is the monthly cost and x represents the activity level measured as the number of orders. So they are telling you variable cost per order is 0.25. So we have to multiply it with x. X is the number of orders. So please note that for this company, the overhead cost fixed portion is $10,000 and the variable cost per order is $0.25. That is why in order to calculate the total overhead cost, the equation is given as $10,000, that's the fixed overheads, plus 0.25 multiplied by X, which is nothing but the number of orders. So we have got the overhead cost equation there. Now moving forward, monthly activity levels of orders may be estimated using a combined regression analysis and time series model. A is equal to 100,000 plus 30B. This is the trend equation because they have said that this is relating to the monthly activity level of orders. That is nothing but related to the sales. And they are using a regression analysis. Whenever we use a regression analysis, what is the format in which the trend equation appears? It's y is equal to a plus bx. It's just that in place of y, they have used a, and in place of x, they have used b. So please do not get confused. Read the question carefully. You know, many a time children took this as the trend equation just because y and x was mentioned there. That is just the overhead equation. The trend equation, they have specifically said that this is the line which uses the combined regression analysis and time series model for estimating the monthly activity level of orders. So we have the trend equation where A represents the deseasonalized monthly activity level. What do you mean by deseasonalized? That is, they have not adjusted the seasonal fluctuation. This is purely the trend only. And B represents the month number. In month 240, the seasonal index value is 108. Seasonal index value. Immediately put in mind that this is a multiplicative model. Whenever they are giving 108, what should you do? Trend multiplied by 108%. Only then you will get the forecasted sales. So they are asking you what is the overhead cost for RP for month 240. So we have to reach till here. But first of all, we have to find out what is the forecasted sales. So the trend equation is A is equal to 100,000 plus 30B. That is, I have copied it from the question. Now they have asked us to estimate for the month of 240, and B is the month number. So we will substitute the value of 240 in place of B. So we get 100,000 plus 30 into 240, which is equal to 107200. This is nothing but the average sales or the de-seasonalized sales. That is, seasonal fluctuations have not been adjusted. Now we will forecast the sales, which is given by trend multiplied by seasonal fluctuation. Why did I take multiplication? Because it is given seasonal index value. Whenever index value is mentioned, it is a multiplicative model, which means that you have to adopt T into S or trend into seasonal fluctuation index. So here T is 107200 and S is 108%. So we get the forecasted sales or the monthly orders as 115776. So now we have got the orders, but we are not asked to find out the forecasted sales or forecasted monthly orders. We are asked to find out the overhead cost for RP for month 240. So we will have to adopt this equation because that's the equation for the overheads. So all that we have to do is, this is the monthly orders, that is X, because X represents the activity level measured as the number of orders. So now since we have got the orders, we will substitute that in place of X. So substituting the forecasted monthly orders in the overhead equation, we get overhead cost Y is equal to 10,000 plus 0.25 multiplied by 115776. I have just copied this equation here, and in place of X, I have used the forecasted sales that we have got for month 240. So what is the total overhead cost? It is $38,944. So whenever we get a problem to calculate the forecasted sales, if it's the additive model, it is trend plus or minus seasonal fluctuation. If it's the multiplicative model, it is trend multiplied by the seasonal index. So that's it for today's session. We will be continuing with the topic of forecasting techniques in the next session. So thank you all and see you in the next video.